Hello junkies, my name is Bob and today we lucked out. We went to GameStop at lunch, happened to find the new Marvel Legend Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, that's right. We just happened to walk in, go into our favorite sub shop and thought, you know what, I'll hit the GameStop just in case. There was the entire Avengers Endgame Wave 2. Or is it Avengers Wave 4? It's something like that. I think it's actually Wave 4 now. But I call it the Endgame Wave 2. So, in this wave, we do get a couple comic book characters, which is unique. So let's flip it over here. So here we have Beta Ray Bill. We're going to flip him over, and we do get some more comic book characters. Now, we do have, from the movies, War Machine, who seems to be the one, I looked at him very carefully. He did not have a Build-A-Figure piece for Hulk. Rescue. Shuri. Shuri was not present at the GameStop that I was at. They had everybody except Beta Ray Bill 2, if not 3 times over. However, Shuri was gone. Rock Python from the Serpent Society. The Union Jack figure is awesome. I mean, it is unbelievable. And Loki. Loki looked cool. He did not look as cool as Beta Ray Bill. Now, as you can see, I do have the new Worthy cap. The Walmart exclusive here. He will be doing our size comparison, but as you can see straight up, Beta Ray Bill is a beast. So we're going to get him out here in a second, do a comparison here. But let's talk about Beta Ray Bill real quick. Now this is a very cool figure. We do have an awesome, of course, Beta Ray Bill down here in the packaging. It's listed. It doesn't say Avengers Endgame, so it's not confusing. We do have some cool artwork here. We have a very quick history of Beta Ray Bill. After being released from suspended animation, Beta Ray Bill is transformed by a mystical enchantment of Mjolnir that grants him the powers and costume of Thor, which I thought was weird that it said the costume of Thor, but it does. Typical package here for Hasbro and their Marvel Legends. Always great, recognizable, lets you know that you have a Build-A-Figure up top here. And that's it. So let's get into this, because when I saw him at Toy Fair, in February of 2019, I went, you know, out of all the figures, I mean, Union Jack is cool, don't get me wrong. But if I start getting the Serpent Society, then I got to go back and collect all the other ones. War Machine is a beast, very cool. However, Beta Ray Bill just seemed to stand alone, so I thought, let's get him. So we're going to open this up. So it's your collective gasp. There it is. I just cut into the package. He will never be resealed again. And I'm just getting to the point where it's just more fun now to open these up and, you know, let you know what it's like if you're an inbox collector. If you're not, I mean, there may be something in here that you'll never see when you take it out. And that's fine, but you know that it's there. So it's kind of like the Worthy cap. A lot of people were like, oh, I didn't get the right one. I didn't see the hammer. The hammer was behind the shield. Wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't have opened them up. We've opened them up, obviously. So, and I'll provide a link to that here on our YouTube page. Now, no logo here, and I've been bringing that up throughout all of our recent reviews, and we've done at least 2 waves lately of Marvel Legends. The Avengers first wave of the Endgame series, which I believe is Wave 3, and we just did X-Men Wave 4, which was the Caliban wave, and sometimes there's something here, and other times there's not. And this is a character, what would you put? I think you'd put the hammer. Why not? So here we have the plastic coffin. I'll set this to the side. Now the thing about Beta Ray Bill was that it was always fascinating to me was this was a character that I knew nothing about. And then one day in comic book club, yes, I was in comic book club in high school, somebody brought in the Mighty Thor number 337. Now this book was from November of 1983. It was at least 1988, 1989, and everybody went, what's that? Like, we were all kind of shocked. So obviously he's part of this alien race. He's worthy of the hammer. He picks it up. It was a whole new storyline and concept for the Asgardian, mythos of Marvel. And Walt Simonson created the character. He's part of this alien race called the Corbinite. You know, he's been in and out of the Marvel Universe for several years now. There's a great reference to him in Thor Ragnarok. If you look at the Grand Master's big tower, his face is on there, and he's also in Planet Hulk. So, which is also neat, the animated cartoon, which is not a bad cartoon. I actually really like it. It's one of the few last ones before the Disney merger, and it's really good. So, obviously here in the Build-A-Figure piece, we have 2 faces of the Hulk. in the likeness of Mark Ruffalo. Now, as many times as we've gotten a Hulk, I've always been I'm surprised that this round we haven't gotten Hulk with glasses. Wow, that is just in there. Hulk with glasses and not in his like super suit. But let's do a close-up here of the faces so you can get a good look at these. As you can see, we've got a bit of a smiley one here. Very neat, like that. Zoom in a little bit. So we got a bit of a smirk, smiley face, but I love that he has gray hair. And it's a great likeness of Mark Ruffalo. It really is. And then this one here is a little bit more passive. As you can see, just a little bit more passive. But I kind of wanted the glasses and the smile this time around. And this is one thing that we've been talking about here at AFJ. Would you buy a blind bag of heads? Like, you don't know what head you're going to get, but it's a blind bag of heads that you could change out for some of these figures. Or like, oh, I built the Hulk, but now I can order away for a blind bag, or I can order for the special head with the glasses or anything. I think people would. Blind bag culture is very strange and different. But I think if you gave people like weapons and accessories, I think that they would go for it. I really do. So awesome. I wish I was going to say today I was going to build the Hulk, but I'm not, because I only picked up Beta Ray Bill. So we got his version of Meteor here, and I'm sure it has a name, and I'm very sorry that I do not know it. But this is an awesome weapon. So we do have the rope. It is painted just slightly different, which is nice. But so here we have, give you a size comparison here of the hammers. So this is the one that comes with Worthy Cap. This is the one that comes with Meteor. I mean, with Beta Ray Bill. So it gives you an idea of what you're looking at here size-wise. A little bit more detail in the Worthy Cap one, especially here on the side. This thing is weird. I've had a lot of people start to complain about that. It's some sort of paint or manufacturing defect. But I think as long as you keep it towards the back corner, you're okay. But this thing is very rubbery, actually. It bends fairly easily, but it's not going to break. So, nice. So, we do have a cape here for Beta Ray. I hope I can get him out of there. Sometimes these slits up here at the top aren't as big as they should be. And since he is... No, I'm not going to risk that. He's never going back in there again. Now, I'd like to know, in the comments section, junkies, do you want a cloth cape or a rubber cape? Because Star Wars has done some cloth capes, and they've been okay. But it seems as if on the long term, the rubber cape is going to last longer. It's going to be easier to clean. It's not going to collect dust if you're an out-of-the-box collector. So let's do an instant pose. He's very rubbery feeling. That's the best thing I can do to describe how he feels right now. He feels like almost as if he's already been played with. Maybe it's the heat too, because he has been sitting in the car all day. So I will give Marvel that. He has been sitting in the car until I got back to the office. So there he is, instant pose, and he's up by himself without any help. Now let's do this hand here with the hammer and see how he goes. We'll get into the details here. I'm already seeing a little paint discrepancy in his boot. So now I'm going to see if that jaw moves, but I'm going to pose him with the hammer, because if he can't stand with his main weapon, it's just kind of worthless. It's a really cool figure. He's standing on his own. So the first paint thing that I saw was literally right here, and I don't know if I can get it at the right angle. There it is. If I can get it right there. See it? It's that little thing sticking out right there. It's just a little bit of paint, a little bit of residue, just came right off. It's now sitting in the corner of the light box here. These are nice. Now he has like these little band gauntlets. They are rubbery feeling, and they do move. So that's a nice little addition here. You can move them around. Awesome, especially if you're going to kit bash. Now, if you look at his hands, he is a four-fingered man, or creature, or should we say Corbinite, or Quibbinite. This is nice. The cape is really good here. Nice detail here on the cape. And we do have this, it does look as if, yep, you could pull this off, but it's entrenched in here. The helmet is great, and this is what I was really hoping for. So you can move the head up and then open the mouth. So you're really going to get like a battle cry kind of feel to it. Now, what good would it be if he couldn't raise the hammer over his head and stand? So let's do it here. And he's on his own. That is a very cool figure. Now, unfortunately, you can look straight through, so it almost looks like a bone, but that's the angle of which I have it posed at. His eyes are nice, silvery, which I did not think his eyes would be silvery. There he goes. So let's get into a little bit more detail. The hammer is heavy. It is definitely, watch this. Watch this. Whoa, see that? Let's pull it back out. So watch this. I'll put this. It does turn on its own. It's enough weight in the hammer to do that. I do like midsection here. You can bend him that way as if he's flying. So let's put this down here and give him a flight pose. But he only had one set of hands, which surprised me. You'd think he'd have a fist. So he does have that kind of pose. Do the jaw again, because that's really cool. Oh, that is awesome. So, could definitely, if you were a kit basher, could definitely remove the head, change the hands, and make your own version of Thor. There's lots of cool stuff and details here that you could sculpt or change, but the hands definitely give it that alien appearance. Not much detail here on the boots. They went very straightforward, very black. We do these little silvery things here where his belt was kind of going to be. But he's a beast of a figure. Like, he's a nice size. So head's good. Let's show you the cape from the back. Nice head here. The neck. Oh, that's good. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see right there. Yeah, it's nice. So let's compare him to Cap, since we both have. I mean, I did it on purpose. I purposely picked somebody who would have a hammer to go with Cap. And Cap sits on my desk because he is my new favorite figure this year. And Beta Ray Bill is he's solid, but I think I expected to like him, so there's no surprise factor. Whereas in Cap, it was just really kind of an overall surprise that how good he was, his details. But Beta Ray is definitely worth the $20 that I spent on him. I actually think I spent a little bit more because I got him at GameStop. So there's a close up there to show you the two. I'll zoom out so you can see their height difference. So Beta Ray Bill is a beast of a figure, as you can see, and he stands at, to the wingtips, he's almost, that's bending down there. He's almost 7.5 inches. I'd say it's closer to, yeah, he's almost at 7.5 inches tall, where Cap is under 7. He's under 7. So it's a nice height. But other than that, junkies, I gotta say, he's a fantastic figure. He's a great addition to your collection. If you just collect Asgardians, and there are people that do that, this is kind of an essential figure for you. Especially with Loki in the line, it's nice that they actually have kind of a yin and yang in this wave. There's not many, you know, I mean, who are you going to put up against Rock Python? I mean, an Avenger, probably Captain America, but he's not in this wave. So I guess Union Jack. I mean, if you look at it from those basic toy, you know, good guys, bad guys kind of thing. But I'm really liking Beta Ray Bill, and I recommend picking him up. I know you can order him off Hasbro Pulse, and I believe in some places he is available in the full wave of these Avenger figures. Now, I did pay for him at GameStop. I believe he was $23.99. A lot of people have commented on our Facebook and Instagram page that places they're going to and finding them, they're actually street dated. So I don't know what it was about GameStop. They were just like, okay, you know, I'll sell it to you now. And there was no problem. He didn't do anything special or change anything. But the guy at the GameStop was super nice. I asked, you know, do you have any more Beta Ray Bills? And he goes, yeah, I got one right here on the floor. I've been saving it for somebody who'd asked for it. And I was like, boom. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in, junkies. Again, my name is Bob. Please follow us on YouTube here. We're also on Instagram, where we do a lot of our toy hunts, and we have a website, actionfigurejunkies.com. Thank you.